Okay. Hey all, this is Sudhir, your prosperity coach, and I am the president of Success Habits Academy. And welcome to the talk show by Success Habits Academy called as the Success Habits Talk Show. And today with me, I have Lincia Rosario, who is a student of Success Habits Academy, is a mastermind of Success Habits Academy, and has been a mastermind since how many? 2 years now, Lincia?
Yes.
Okay, 2 years she has been a mastermind of Success Habits Academy. She has been learning with us, growing with us. And in fact, learning is her habit. She has been learning a lot. And we met in one of the programs that was being conducted in India called as Warrior Power. And we met there. And there is an amazing spark in this girl. And we are all here to know about the spark. What has made her to go from invisible to completely visible all over India? As in, how many followers you have on Instagram now?
I have around 11,000
followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Cool. And was it the same 3 years back? 2 years back?
I think it was around 4,000, 5,000.
Yeah, amazing growth. No? 7,000 Instagram followers. And then YouTube. Well, let's talk about YouTube. How many subscribers on YouTube today?
On YouTube, I believe around 7,000 subscribers. 7,000.
Yeah. So a number which she also doesn't know. So
I think it reached 8,500. I'm still not.
Okay. Yeah,
sure,
so that's a good number as well. And I'm sure I'm going to post a link to her YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to her YouTube channel. But as we, spend some time here till the time people log on to this live, let me just tell you a bit about Lincia. Lincia is India's leading MC. And she loves doing these events. What kind of events do you do, Lincia?
So I do all kinds of events. I do celebrity events, social events, corporate shows, all kinds of shows.
Okay. Awesome. And how long have you been doing this?
It's been 6 years now. This December, I'll complete 6 years.
Since 6 years, she has been doing these events as an MC. And what makes you tick, Lincia? What keeps you going? What keeps you at it? What keeps you wanting to work on yourself? And what keeps you always taking action and becoming the best of who you are? What motivates you? What keeps you? What's your fire? What's your drive?
I think my biggest drive is to break my own barriers. I do not like to be the same. And that's what is taught at Success Habits also, right? That you go out there, get outside your comfort zone, break barriers, become this completely new person. And I think in the last 1 year, we've done so many things together, right from the Himalaya trip that we took, right, for 10 days. That was a big...
the Himalayan trek. Viewers, if you're watching this, do comment below what is the Himalayan trek, or send me a personal message. What is the Himalayan trek? I'll be all gaga about that trek, and you should be there next year. We are going. Okay, go ahead, Lindsay.
Yeah, I think that was a phenomenal trip. And, things like these, like going there, doing a Hemkund dip, something I never ever in my wildest dream thought I could do. Just, I think breaking my barriers, maybe at shows, maybe through these hikes, through these treks. When we did the Warrior Power, I remember breaking that brick, the wooden brick.
Yeah,
I think these little things empower us. And for me, the fire comes from that I do not want to be the same.
People say, sorry to interrupt here, but since you spoke about that brick, and we have broken arrows also, we have broken wooden boards also, we have bent these long iron bars also, if you remember that, right? So people say, these things don't work. They just, they just get you in a high state there, and then you do it during those workshops. What's your take on that? What do you want to tell people about those kind of things that happens in the real workshops, the real good ones? There are a lot of crappy ones out there, but in the real good ones, do these things really work?
Definitely. I think they do work. They work for me, but they give you a certain high only for those few days when the conference lasts. Post that, the fire just goes away. You don't have that environment with you, and that is why I consider success habit mastermind of providing that kind of environment so that we keep that energy going. If not, it just fizzles out. I know so many people who have done so many workshops and they are not going anywhere in life because at the end of the day, we have always learned that your environment is stronger than your willpower.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. So, tell us about your story. What's your story? What's your story?
So, Sudhir, you know my story. When I started off six,
You're joking. So,
I'm
lot of
already
depth in that
choking.
story already. People, you
The
can
story
feel.
is always is so emotional because 6 years ago when I started as an anchor, I was so not confident. I had the fear of public speaking, and I was terrified to go on stage. And 6 years later, I've been selected among the top 3 MCs of the country. I
Wow.
had a show this year with ZTV America where I was interviewing celebrities, things I never ever thought in my wildest dreams that I could achieve. And and I'm so glad I didn't give up, Sudhir. I
Oh,
was at
why do you
it
say that?
no
Why do
matter
you say
what.
that? Because I'm sure, there are so many people out there, the smallest of the things, and they give up.
Yeah.
So what's in it for in your story? What's your story there? Why did you
You
say
know,
that you didn't give up?
a lot of people would say, um, I was very passionate about it and all of that. But honestly, when I started off, I just wanted the money because I came from a very humble background and I had to support my family. So I started off because I really wanted money. And at that particular point of my life, I was emotionally, physically, um, I was not in a great state. And I was willing to take anything that came my way, and anchoring was one such thing. I remember I was in my first assignment when I got a call from my friend who was from my school, and he said, "Hey, tu anchoring karegi kya?" And I said, "Ye anchoring kya hota hai?" I didn't know the A of anchoring,
You really
but
asked that anchoring hota kya hai? That you asked.
हाँ, I didn't know यार, बिल्कुल
And
नहीं
today
पता था
you
मुझे.
are India's top 3 MCs.
Yes,
Wow.
top
That
top five.
deserves a big round
Yeah,
of
top 3
applause.
चल जाएगा मुझे, चल जाएगा.
Anchoring क्या होता है उसे लेके you have come here. So go
Yeah,
ahead, continue your story.
yes. Um, and I remember I got this assignment and I went to Hamleys. This is the store, Hamleys store in Malan, and I went there and I thought ठीक है यार कर लूंगी क्योंकि तभी मुझे उस assignment के लिए 2,000 मिल रहे थे. And before that, I was getting paid like 300 rupees for like 10 hours of work. I was working in a call center at that time. So for me, that money was very, very important. So I went there. I the client came up to me and he was like, "Okay, you know what? You need to start anchoring." And I'm like, "Okay, fine." And he gave me the mic, and I still remember I was in a bad shape. My heart was like throbbing. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't have anything coming to my mind. It was like, what am I going to say? How am I going to say it? And I remember I hid behind behind a cupboard full of teddy bears because I didn't know what to say. And the client came up to me and said, Lincia, if you're not going to speak right now, um, we'll have to take someone else. And for me, at that particular point of time, all I could think was, how am I going to, how am I going to get food on the table? That's all I was concerned about. And from nowhere, I got this courage and I started playing musical chair. We all know musical chair, right?
Yeah.
And I started playing musical chair and I got that confidence. And then the client called me the next day and then the next day. And from there on, 600 plus shows globally.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Every master was once a disaster.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what made you a master? What happened next?
made me last 6 years, worked
Lincia,
on
could
my
you go back?
language, worked on my
Could you
styling.
could you go back 20 seconds? Probably there was a loss of connection there.
No problem. So what worked for me is that I rigorously worked on my language, on my attire, on my style, on my brand. I got coaches like you, to help me out. And I think for me, coaching has helped quite a bit. I am so grateful to Success Habits, because as an artist, you don't think of yourself as an entrepreneur. You're more creative. You want to create magic out there, but having that business acumen came from so grateful to you, Sudhir, for being that, guiding me during this entire process, and starting my journey as an entrepreneur and not looking at myself just as an artist.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Lincia, for the kind words about me. And even we are grateful at Success Habits Academy to have you as the rising star, the shining star of Success Habits Academy. So thank you for being who you are there. What I want to ask you right now, yeah, by the way, before I go to the next question, for those who are watching, what she's talking about is the Success Habits Academy marketing masterminds. And if you want to attend one of those masterminds for completely free, all you have to pay is for the logistics and the venue. Just comment below. Just let me know that you're interested. Just type in interested so that my team can get back to you and we could send out an invite to you. Just come over and check out what's a marketing habits mastermind meeting. Yeah, coming to my next question, I just wanted to know, Lincia, um, it's a nice classy room that I see in your background. Is that your room? Is that you're in a hotel right now? Where are you right now?
I am in my bedroom.
Oh, this is your own bedroom. So this is that place where she is there every day. So tell me about your lifestyle. It looks like wonderful apartment there, but how's your lifestyle?
How is the lifestyle?
Yeah, how's your lifestyle?
The lifestyle is I wake up early in the morning, anywhere between 5 to 6. Consistent basis 5 is happening right now, so I'm very proud of myself.
Wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
5 is what I wake up. My routine is I go for my workout. I listen to Audible. These are the two things that I absolutely, like, without fail do.
Okay.
Is I work out and I.
So workout, by that you mean that yoga, right? You do?
I do yoga, yes.
Oh, okay.
Now I
talk about pictures of
days a week, but it happens at least 3 to 4 times a week.
Oh, 3 to 4 times a week is yoga. Wonderful.
Yeah.
What else? What happens next?
Yeah, so that's how I start my day. I'm extremely cautious about eating nutrition dense food, and my friends keep laughing at me for my choice of food. But yeah, it's very strange in today's world. You get laughed for eating healthy food, So and हमेशा लोग ये बोलते घास फूस खाती है यार, but that's what
that
this
is there
industry.
in our roots, no? As in we always say, khate, you should eat, you should grow, you should have a nice bulky body, and people are proud of that, all those things, no?
Absolutely. But the industry I am in, Sudhir, it's important that one is fit, and especially because we are constantly wearing makeup, we're constantly traveling, and our schedule is never fixed. I never have a fixed schedule. I'm always here, then I'm there. So it's important that I take care of my health.
True.
It's important that I take care of my skin. And for me, my body is a temple. Like I will ensure that I feed it the best, because this is all I've got. If I have this, then I can achieve the world. If I don't have this, I'm going to achieve nothing.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I keep challenging
So
myself when it comes.
if it was not for your profession, do you think, okay, be honest, absolutely honest, do you think would you have cared so much for your diet?
Yeah, absolutely. I would.
Ah, okay, you would have.
And that's the kind of person I am.
Ah, okay. Okay. So because that's the kind of person you are, that's why you are in this kind of a profession, right? What do you
So
think?
there are enough of girls and guys out there in
Mhm.
my profession who are, who do put on weight,
Okay.
who do lose a lot of weight because of stress.
Mm.
Um, and you do get comments, right? You do
Okay.
get comments from the industry on social media. You do get trolled कि ये क्या है, बहुत skinny हो गई है. What to some, I remember a client confirmed with me, and he told me, I want to see a selfie picture of you right now. Like,
Oh,
send a selfie picture right
okay.
now. I want to see
Okay.
how you look.
Okay.
Because there are a few artists who send portfolio pictures, and then they become like,
The actual picture is different.
yeah, then they become like, and then show look completely different.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why clients have also become very, very particular.
Okay.
Yeah, this happened like 2 days ago. I'm hosting a Sangeet on a cruise, and this client calls my assistant and says, "हमको लिंसिया को अभी मिलना है." I'm like, ऐसे नहीं होता है. You have to take that you have to take an appointment. 3-4 दिन के बाद ऐसे ही नहीं आ जाते हम. There's like shoots, there's work happening, and I somehow we managed because I just at the end of the day from the last session we had of Sachin, I learned the customer is the king.
Yeah.
Is the king, and you have to go all out and ensure that they have $1 million experience.
Yeah.
So I decided to change my itinerary and see where I could fit in, and I got the meeting sorted and I met the client, and the client was like, अच्छा तुम तो ठीक दिखती हो, जैसे पिक्चर में है वैसी दिखती हो, तुम select हो गई हो. I'm like, okay.
Okay, awesome.
So that's what's
Good
happening
for you.
nowadays.
Good for you. Yeah, as in your industry, the film industry, all these industries are very look intensive, I guess, industries, right?
Yeah,
Very,
they are.
people are very conscious about it. But what do you think? You I think are you speak a lot on body shaming also. I saw a couple of videos of you on that. So what's your final take on it?
On body shaming?
On body shaming, yeah.
It exists and it's quite rampant in my industry, not only by men, but I think even females. And I hardly have hair. Can you see it? I don't know. Yeah. I hardly have hair, but I have recent event. I had 2 women commenting on the fact that how I got to do waxing. I've got people speaking about how thin I've become, not understanding that my body goes through a lot of hormonal changes, and I don't have control over these hormones. And I think the world just needs to be a little more kinder and more accepting and more loving. But ठीक है, होता है, क्या करे? It is there, it's prevalent.
There's one message. If there's one message you want to give for someone who is too thin or someone who is too fat, there you go. Even I'm participating in body shaming right now. But if there's one message that you want to give to these people out there, what would that be?
Sudhir, there are enough girls who are on the heavier side, or who look beautiful, and the way they accept their body. I have a few friends who have so much of confidence, with the way they carry themselves. And I have women who are extremely thin, and I love the confidence that they ooze out. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. This entire noise about too thin, being fat, I think it's don't give this importance. Be confident, be happy, take care of yourself, exercise, and that's all that matters. It's just It's just noise. It's just noise all around.
Okay.
That's all I'd like to say.
Yeah, I want to go back to the question of your lifestyle. So we were till your yoga class. What happens next in your lifestyle?
Post my yoga, so I do a lot of work on my content in terms of what's coming up next in my corporate events. So what's coming up next for my weddings? What kind of engagement that I could create, what kind of value additions that I could create for my clients. So there's a lot of ideation work that goes into this. When there are auditions, then prep for auditions. So I do meet a lot of my artist friends to understand like what they are up to, what is the new material they are experimenting with. So yeah, that's what
who
my
all are there on your team? I guess you have a hairstylist, you have a makeup artist, you have a voice coach. So who all are there on your team?
As of now, I have my makeup hairstylist. I have a stylist on board for my shows. PR company is something I'm still working on.
Okay.
I do have a social media team that takes care of my social media.
Okay.
Yeah. As of now, this is what's happening.
Wow. So here, so people who are watching, here is an MC who is behaving like an entrepreneur, and there is so much to be learned from her. But we are kind of running out of time, so I'm going to get quickly to the couple of closing questions here. Lincia, what's the vision? What's your vision? Next 5 years, 3 years, what's your vision? Where do you want to be?
So my vision is, I've been nominated among the top 5 MCs. My vision for the next 1 year is to be the #1 MC of the country.
Amazing.
That's my vision as of now for the next 1 year.
Okay, awesome. And all my wishes and my prayers with you, that also my knowledge and my wisdom, I like to brag about myself, are all those things with you, and you will definitely achieve it within the next 3 years is what you're saying.
1 year.
Oh,
1 year,
not
not 3 years, but 1 year.
Definitely do it, because there's one thing that we need to always focus on, and that no matter if you are a professional, if you are a businessman, if you are anything else that you're doing, even if you're doing a job, there's one thing that we all need to focus on all the time is marketing. And Lindsay, how do you go about your marketing? What are your thoughts about marketing?
Sudhir, one thing I've learned from you on marketing is it's a continuous process, right? Every time you give a new system a shot and see if it works. And I think in the last 3 years that I've been with Success Habits, we've experimented with so many things, calling clients, what else we did, messaging them, WhatsApp flyers, all of that, right? But I think for me, the #1 still is giving world-class experience on stage. Nothing beats that, because that message goes like fire. एक client दूसरे client को बोल देता है. That's like the best. If you can go ahead and deliver world-class stuff, like creative stuff, innovative stuff. Like I call myself the most paisa vasool MC in the country. Like you get me on board, I'm paisa vasool. That's what I vouch for. And I think that's what you've got to give the client. One is that when you speak about marketing, that is the first thing. Like that has to be like checklisted. Then second, social media is one thing that I've been working on in the last few years. It's a slow process. There are a lot of ways that you can increase your followers by buying followers on Instagram and Facebook. But that in the long
run, no, all of that doesn't work. As in, if you want the right,
it does work, but people have become smart, Sudhir.
Yeah, okay.
People have become smart now. So Yeah, I think we've experimented a lot. And I think for me now, the business model is connecting with my industry through the various functions that they have. Like, I'm attending Wow Awards. Last year, I attended Imagine. So I realized connecting with my industry, agencies, with my brands, that's helping me a lot. Spending time with them, investing in them, instead of just calling them and just sending WhatsApp emailers of the work I've done. I think this that direct connection जो होता है ना उसका जवाब ही नहीं है.
Okay, there you go, my friends. That's her marketing mantra, the direct connection, and giving giving the client an experience which they will never forget, and they will want to talk about it to others, so that it leads to a lot of word of mouth, and that's how she gets a lot of clientele. Nowadays, she's doing around 15, 20 shows a month nowadays, and I guess
I'm doing, if it's a great month, then anywhere between 11 to 15.
11 to 15 shows a month. So that is one show practically every alternate day, and every the day in between, I'm sure, goes into preparation and traveling and all of those things. So she is an entrepreneur
That's
who is really turning around things in India, and she's such an inspiration to all women out there also, who are aspiring to become entrepreneurs. Go ahead and become one. There's nothing wrong in it. In fact, it's the most rewarding journey that you would ever take. Do you agree to that, Lincia? Entrepreneurship, most rewarding journey that a person could ever take.
yeah, rewarding, and oh my God, you learn so much. Like I feel I've transformed from a girl to a woman, and just spending, like for example, Sandeepan, taking his entire family on
Uh,
a vacation, the entire family spending 15 lakhs
so
on this trip.
inspiring. That's so
Oh
inspiring.
my God, that inspired me. I was like, wow, I want to do that on my birthday. Just take every single family member, pay for the entire trip.
True.
Like that was a new barrier. It just broke a barrier in my brain. I was like, मुझे ये करना है. I want to take my entire family on vacation, spend like 50 lakhs, and it opens
So that's exactly what
so many
happens in
possibilities.
these
Yeah.
marketing habits mastermind meetings. This is what happens. You get inspired. So what she's talking about is another mastermind that we have. I'll get him on board also during one of these kind of interviews, Success Habits Talk Show. So what he has done right now, he has a complete joint family of 40 people, and they stay in Latur. And he has taken the entire family on a vacation, I guess 4 nights, 5 days, something like that, to Thailand.
Yeah.
The entire 40 people, and he has managed their passports, their visas, and all the expense paid. The accommodation, the food, children along, women along, people who never had passports earlier, never even dreamt of having passports. All of these people have gone together, and it's such an inspiration for the entire group. And this is exactly what happens in a Success Habits Marketing Habits Mastermind meeting. So we are just 2 minutes to close. Linsa, any final words you want to say to our listeners and viewers? 1 minute.
I just have one mantra in life. Embrace failure. Failure is your best friend that you learn from. And two is never, ever, ever give up. Chase your dreams because it's too precious. You have one life. Go for it.
Awesome. And that is exactly her topic in coming on 5th of November. She is going to stand out there and speak for us for around 20 minutes. And the topic is going to be how to never give up against all odds. And as entrepreneurs, we face a lot of odds. We'll face a lot of challenges. And, the easier way is to give up. But it's a completely different skill not to give up. And this is exactly what she is going to teach us and talk to us and share her experiences on 5th of November. And go ahead, comment below if you are interested in attending this meeting on 5th of November. It will be 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. in Thane morning. And it will be near Kapur Baudi Junction, Thane 1 building. And It's going to be an amazing meeting because she's going to be there for talking for 20 minutes. I'm going to teach you one of the marketing habits, one of the marketing skills that you can immediately go out there and apply in your business. And it was so nice having all of you watch this particular interview. Thank you so much, Lincia, for doing this for Success Habits Academy, and you're an amazing MC. And I'm sure within the next 3 years, you're going to become India's #1 MC.
1 year, not 3 years.
That's how she reminds herself of her goal, right? So yes. So let me go back and again. So yes, thank you so much, Lincia, for doing this for us. And I am sure within the next 1 year, you are going to become India's #1 MC. And
thank you.
Thank you so much all for watching this interview. If you have any questions, comment below. If you have any comments, comment below. If you have any shares, comment below. We also spoke about a lot of stuff, by the way. We spoke about lifestyle. We also spoke about body shaming. There is one more thing I remembered out of the blue, which you should have told. And that is, do go ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's called Lincia Rosario, right?
Yes, that's right. Lincia
Go ahead,
Rosario.
find out Lincia Rosario.
On Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, Lincia Rosario. Do for me, post content, my videos is out there to inspire you, to spread positivity and more love.
Okay, awesome. Now she's got a marketing hat on. Now she's talking about her channels. Okay, so go out there.
I got inspired from you, yeah. You're like a.
And also currently,
when it comes to marketing,
she is going through that no complaint challenge.
No complaint challenge.
No complaint challenge. So go ahead and follow that. It will completely change your life. Find out hashtag Challenger Lincia and hashtag no complaint challenge. And on the same note, go ahead and like and subscribe Success Habits Academy YouTube channel as well. And this is Sudhir Khollam signing off, your prosperity coach. I will see you at the Marketing Habits Mastermind meeting. Thank you so much, Lincia, for joining.
Thank you, Sudhir. Thank you.